What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and we have some stunning news in regards to Halo Infinite. Now, we saw Halo Infinite gameplay revealed at the Xbox Game Showcase a few weeks ago, and to be quite honest, it left a lot of people disappointed. It left some people saying, this is not what I expected from next-gen gaming. There's nothing special about it. It looked very flat. And evidently, 343 Industries agrees. Check out this post right here, which kind of shocked everybody. Halo development update, again, from Halo. Take a look at this. Today, why is this? Get off there. Today, I wanted to share an important Halo Infinite development update with the community. We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to develop a Halo game experience that meets our vision. Now, that is a very, very bold move to delay the game that is supposed to launch alongside your new console, which is one of the only things that this new console has going for it. I'm not quite sure why you would buy an Xbox Series X at this point, knowing that this is not going to be launched alongside it. What other thing would make you buy an Xbox Series X? I don't quite know, but let's continue reading on. The decision to shift our release is the result of multiple factors that have contributed to development challenges, including the ongoing COVID-related impacts affecting us this year. Keep in mind, this game's been in development for like 5 years now. I want to acknowledge the hard work from our team at 343 who have remained committed to making a great game and finding solutions to development challenge. However, it's not sustainable for the well-being of our team or the overall success of the game to ship it this holiday. Now let's take a look at what they are saying here. And to be quite clear, I actually think that this is a great decision by 343 Industries. I was one of the people who looked at that gameplay, and I'm looking around at people that seem excited about it, and I don't really understand why. There was nothing special about it to me. There was nothing that really stood out, especially visually. It looked like current gen technology. It even looked a little like last gen, to be quite honest with you, when you get down to the details. There was nothing remarkable about this game that its gameplay is being revealed only a few months before launch. And they tried to come out with some excuses as to why that was, try to communicate with fans and say they're working on it. But obviously 343 agrees with so many people that looked at that gameplay. They said that this game is not ready for launch. So I think it is a great thing for them to do to delay this game until it is actually ready. I think this is horrible news for Xbox. Like I said in the beginning, why would you buy an Xbox Series X at launch this holiday? What do you really want to play on there that you can't play anything else or on anywhere else? So to me, I don't know. I don't know how Microsoft specifically is feeling about it, but it can't be great. And I do like the fact that they said it's not sustainable for the well-being of our team. They are telling you that they are only going to crunch so hard. They are not going to kill their team to try to get this thing released in November, which again, I have a lot of respect for that. I think it's the right decision from 343. Listen, it can be disappointing when a game gets delayed, but it will be good eventually as long as they continue to have that commitment to the game being good. But if you rush a game out, it will always be bad. So kudos to 343. We know this will be disappointing to many of you, and we all share in that sentiment. The passion and the support the community has shown over the years has been incredible and inspiring. We wanted nothing more than to play our game with the community this holiday. This extra time will let us finish the critical work necessary to deliver the most ambitious Halo game ever at the quality we know our fans expect. Thank you for your support and understanding, and that is Chris Lee, the studio head at 343 Industries for Halo Infinite. And you see Eckhart's ladder right here. Take your time. There's honestly no rush. And, you know, they are going to get a lot of flack for this, and Xbox fans are going to get a lot of flack for this. I've always been pretty upfront that I'm much more of a PlayStation guy, and I always have been, than an Xbox person. I simply like the PlayStation 4 exclusives much more than I've ever enjoyed the Xbox exclusives. The fact that this game will not be launching with the Xbox Series X, I think, is going to make up a lot of people's minds as to which console to buy at launch. I just don't see any reason right now why you would buy a Xbox Series X at launch this holiday. Maybe when Halo Infinite eventually does get released, and they did make it clear they did not set a release time. There was nothing in there about a new release date, just 2021. Not spring, not summer, not fall, not winter, just sometime in 2021. Yeah, right here. Daniel Ahmad says, the Xbox Series X may not ship with Infinite, but it still has great launch software such as System Software Update version 1.01. Man, you have a lot of people saying that, hey, it's good. It's a good thing that they delayed this for having the balls to actually delay it and not trying to rush out a game to match up with Xbox Series X. You have this. It's okay if Xbox Series X doesn't launch with Halo Infinite. There's a lot of games you can still play at launch, like Skyrim, for example. You can play Skyrim on your Series X console through backwards compatibility. Isn't that great? That's pretty good. You have this, Colin Moriarty. Interesting take. With Halo Infinite delayed till 2021, it's reasonable to ask if Microsoft will delay Xbox Series X to then as well. While missing the holiday season is pivotal, the economy is going to be in the shitter this fall, and success stories like Switch came out in Q1. A lot of people talking about the Spider-Man and PS5 will dominate RIP Xbox. And that's true. Listen, if PS5, who did seem a little behind the ball earlier to the last several months, can get everything that they have planned out in time, it does look that if they launch this holiday season, they are going to absolutely sweep the floor with the Xbox Series X, at least in my opinion. Now, going back a little bit, a little Kevin Durant meme there, going back a little bit to what we saw, right? We saw, and I can go ahead and take this down, what we saw from the Xbox Game Showcase, in my mind, like I said, and a lot of others who didn't immediately get hyped just because it was Halo, looked disappointing. It did not look like it was ready in any way, shape, or form. A couple of people said, oh, well, they use an old model of the game. It wasn't that old. It was just a week or two old. And why would you even do that if you were going to show what the gameplay was like? Why would you use something you knew was old and wouldn't look any good? This is one of the big reasons why I think you have to give credit to 343 for delaying it and for showing us gameplay. One of the big criticisms so many of us have is when we see these games, we just see cinematic trailers. Cinematic gameplay means nothing. We need the actual captured gameplay. And by giving that to us, it allows people to give feedback. Without this feedback, Halo Infinite would likely have not been delayed. Without them showing us gameplay, it likely would have gone on just as it was. And people would have bought it, and people would have been pissed that that was the result that they got from Halo Infinite. So overall, a good decision in my mind from 343. Very disappointing if you're an Xbox fan. Very disappointing if you're working at Microsoft and want the release of Halo or the Xbox Series X to go well. But ultimately, if you are one of those hardcore Halo fans and just any video game fan in general, the delay seems to be a good thing so they can get the best product out there. Like I said, I said in my last video, I'm excited as hell for Cyberpunk 2077. That has been delayed several times. Now, that's not something that's going to be the sole deciding factor in a lot of people on which system to buy, which console to buy. That's not one of the only things you have to hang your hat on when it comes to console exclusives. But at the same time, I want that game to be as good as possible. So overall, good news, I suppose, for Halo fans. Bad news for Xbox. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.